Good afternoon. My name is Charity, and I'm here to discuss my place in misanthropic culture. Merriam-Webster defines a misanthrope as a person who hates or distresses mankind. Today, I will further clarify what misanthropy is and what it is not. I will explain a few aspects of misanthropy, discuss the repressed American culture, and why Americans harbor a secret love of the misanthrope. Humans are tribal creatures, pack animals. At its most basic, misanthropy is a rejection of this tribal mentality. It is important to understand that misanthropy is not the dislike of specific individuals, societies, or cultures. As a misanthrope, I harbor no cultural or racial prejudices. I dislike all equally, including my own. Yet despite the inherent tribal mentality, misanthropes have always existed. As long as people have existed, there have been other people trying to avoid them. A case in point, Australia. Seemingly unending desert and the world's densest concentration of poisonous animals was a small price to pay for millennia of isolation and peace. Now, while misanthropy is not characterized by a dislike of specific regions or cultures, I would argue that there are some more distasteful than others. As an American, I sometimes long for the acidic shores of foreign lands. Florence King refers to America as the Republic of Nice. Sanitized niceties are our cultural imperative. To support this theory, I'd like to point out that as Americans, we are incapable of even pretending to sustain unkindness. Case in point, we had to go all the way to Great Britain to cast Dr. Gregory House on the television show House MD. But have you ever wondered why one of the country's most popular TV shows featured a misanthrope? As Florence King put it, niceness, as practiced by Americans, is a festival of misanthropy denied. This leads me to my third point. Why do we love Dr. House? I believe he represents the misanthrope that lurks inside all of us. In this one respect, perhaps he is a fully self-actualized version of self. To that end, I again quote Ms. Florence King, who stated that misanthropy has value for Americans who do not necessarily hate everybody, but are tired of compulsory gregariousness, fevered friendliness, we never close compassion, goo-goo humanitarianism, sensitivity never sleeps, and politicians paralyzed by a hunger to be loved. In summation, misanthropy is an equal opportunity form of loathing. It crosses all races, colors, and creeds, and blissfully knows no bounds. For those of you who believe yourself to be more highly evolved and above the misanthropic worldview, perhaps you're worried about the misanthrope's effects on mankind. Let me leave you with these thoughts. As long as there are misanthropes, communism will never endure. Centralized control combined with sharing and cooperation, I don't think so. And finally, like any other personality trait, misanthropy is a matter of degree. Taken in its literal sense, the obvious problem is one of logistics. Hating the entire race is hard to do.